Hi everyone, it's great to see you. So today I'm covering what I believe is an absolutely must-have free download for your Assetto Corsa, and that is the Assetto Corsa AC Legends GT Classic. This is version 3 from Baza and it came out late November last year, and I've been wanting to put a video together because this is one of the best free mods that you can actually download for Assetto Corsa. As ever guys, I'm going to show you how to install it, where to get it from and how good it looks. And there's actually 11 different cars in this mod that I'm going to go through step by step and show you how good they are. As ever, if you do like what's on the channel, hit that subscribe button and be notified every time a new video comes out 3 times a week. Let's jump right in. The first place to start then is that even though this is a free mod, 2 of the 11 cars actually use a model that is in the Assetto Corsa Porsche Pack 1 from KUNOS. Now you can normally pick this up on sale for 79 pence, something like that, and it is in packs as well. So if you've not got this, you won't be able to run 2 of the 11 cars, but the rest obviously are all completely free. And then the other model that we need as a base model is this awesome Pantera CR4 model. So I'll put the link in the description below for this. And this is just a simple case of downloading, dragging and dropping into Content Manager. But I am going to show you the technique to actually get this to work with the AC Legends GT Classic mods that we're going to be using today. So let's just download this, and it takes you to Race Department. And once you've downloaded it, we'll drag and drop it into Content Manager. The next link to show you is actually a media file link, and this has got the actual AC Legends GT Classic pack on there. Now this is nearly a 1 GB download, just to warn you on that. I know that's quite a lot for the normally for a car mod on Assetto Corsa, but remember there are 11 cars in this and they've all got custom sound effects as well, which we will go through later on, and I'll show you that. So the first thing to do then is install the Pantera mod. So this is what we're going to do here, and it's a simple case, dragging and dropping into Content Manager and getting that installed. The next step then is to install the AC Legends pack into Content Manager, and again it's a drag and drop. One point to make on here though, and it depends on the speed of your computer and your hard drive of course, but it does take a while for it to look through this nearly 1 GB archive. So I've sped the process up here and you can see it's found 11 cars, but that will take a couple of minutes. So here you can see all of the cars that you're going to be installing, so let's just go through them. So we are going to be installing the BMW CSL 3 litre, the Corvette 1969 GTR version, the GTR Pantera GR4, the GTR Ferrari 365 GTB S3, the GTR Ford Capri RS 3100, one of my favourites, the GTR Jaguar Broadspeed XJ12C, the GTR Nissan GTR 2000, the GTR Porsche 906, the GTR Porsche 911 RSR 1973, the GTR Porsche RSR 1974, and the GTR Shelby Daytona, which I think is one of the best on here. Now that we've installed these cars through Assetto Corsa, we just need to copy over the Pantera model for AC Legends to use. So here I am in my root of Assetto Corsa. I'm going to go into Content and Cars. And yes guys, I have got a lot of cars in here. It grows all the time if you ever watch my videos. So this is the car that we actually need to copy it into. If we scroll down and find the Pantera that we downloaded and installed earlier on, we're just going to copy 2 files over there that is going to use. So here we are, the GR4 here, so double click on there and you can see that we've got these KN5 files here. We're just going to highlight both of these, we're going to copy them, and then we're going to paste them into the other folder. So remember to copy, not move them, because you still want the old model to work as well. So let's find the AC Legends piece now. And here it is, and all we're going to do is just right click in space and just paste those in. This just means then that both of the different sets of cars here are using the same model, and that's how it will work in this instance, and that's all great. So let's have a look what we actually have installed then. So just click in on your car icon here. I always just like to go onto categories, and there's a new piece there, so if you click on there you will see all of the new ACL pieces that we've actually installed there, all the 11 cars that we've installed. And I've got to say to Baza, you have done an amazing job with this. I know there are other modders involved in that, so big shout out to all of you. And guys, do always support the modders, they do a fantastic job on Assetto Corsa. So there's lots of decals on these as well, and libraries that you can have a play about with, but let's take a look at the cars. First up then is the GTR Corvette 1969. Just under 600 brake horsepower. This car sounds awesome, and on every one of these cars, guys, I'm just going to rev the engine a bit so you can just listen to how sweet they sound. Now over to the GTR Pantera GR4. This is from 1972, 470 brake horsepower. And just on the sounds, guys, as well, every single sound on these cars sounds different, and that is an awesome part of these mods. There is so much work gone into these. Look at the flames, look at the exhaust moves as these rev. Awesome work. Now the Ferrari 365 GTB S3 in this gorgeous yellow colour. This is 450 horsepower. This is again from 1970. Probably my second favourite in the whole list is this GTR Ford Capri RS 3100. 440 brake horsepower. Just look at this car, stunning. The interior work on these cars is absolutely fantastic as well. And who can remember Brute? We all used to buy it when we were young, if you were at a certain age. Yes, that is a GTR Jaguar XJ12, 600 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds. Look at the size of it. Silk cut, all the colours and livery done really, really well. This is a beast of a car, and it sounds it. Look at the exhaust on this car. The Nissan GTR 2000. This is from 1970 again, 450 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 4.1 seconds. Again, an absolutely awesome model, and I love how the exhaust shake on this when you rev it. No flames on this one that I can see, but the exhaust looks stunning. The GTR Porsche 906, this is 220 brake horsepower, but it is still incredibly quick. This car will do over 200 miles an hour from 1966. The GTR Porsche 911 RSR 1973 version, 330 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds, looking great in this camel livery. Next up is another Porsche. This is the GTR Porsche RSR 1974, 330 brake horsepower. Again, will do over 200 miles an hour. Only weighs 840 kilograms. And that whale tail, that is awesome. That is definitely something you could eat your dinner off. And my favourite model out of all of these really cool models is this GTR Shelby Daytona, 391 brake horsepower, 1964. This will do over 220 miles an hour, and this is the car I'm going to be driving in a moment and showing you around Road America. And last but certainly not least is this BMW CSL 3 litre 440 brake horsepower from 1975. I absolutely adore the livery on this car. One of the best looking cars in this whole pack. Look at the sun glinting off it. Sounds awesome too. So these cars look great and sound great, but how do they drive? Well guys, they are just so much fun. So here I am tearing around Road America, Fanatec in my hand, trying to keep this car on the road, this Daytona, nearly 400 brake horsepower, no traction control and rear wheel drive. They are so much fun. I have test drove most of these cars, and I can tell you they all drive slightly differently, different setups, and they all have their own challenges, and they do all sound so different. Really, really cool. I cannot recommend this mod enough. So just take in a little bit of this close racing on Road America with this GT AC Legends pack. There you have it then guys, that is the AC Legends GT Classic Pack version 3 from Bazza. So a big shout out and thank you to Bazza and all the other guys that have modded this. Awesome job done. You do need to download this guys, it's one of the best must-haves on the Assetto Corsa at the moment. The cars and the detail that they've been put into these cars and the sounds is at the top level of Assetto Corsa mods. Thank you so much for watching. As ever, I really appreciate your time. And do remember to check out the rest of the channel for all those awesome guides and mods on Assetto Corsa, Dirt Rally 2 and other sim racing games. See you later guys.